Hi everybody, it's Ryan from Ryviews.com. Today I'm reviewing Ruthless Pandas by these people, and according to Congregate by Flasm. Not quite sure who in that group is Flasm, but I guess we'll never know. We'll have to find it on our own, I suppose. So, I'm confused by what's happening in this game, but essentially it seems like there's some space bears that are attacking pandas, and this panda who's chained up gets to have the war machine that the pandas were of course working on to go kill these bears. So while pandas are in the title, there are no pandas in this game. Okay, I am in this ship with a skull on the front. Where's the panda? He's inside. I can't see a damn panda. What's the point? At any rate, lack of pandas aside, essentially this is a game where you have these little trinkets where, like, you see this, you have a rocket that you can control. You also end up getting other contraptions, like you get a little space gun that you pull back and fire. You get a flamethrower that you just click and it'll shoot stuff on the ground. You have a little kind of tranquilizer type beam thing or whatever, and some other weapons. So each one takes some serious motor skills with your mouse. Also, you have to collect all the coins yourself by clicking that green button on the ship. Then you have to kill these enemies with your items, which are not very powerful. So you can see here I have rockets, and it doesn't kill them in one volley. I have to wait for the rockets to recharge. Now, this is kind of a cool concept of a game. I enjoy that you have lots of different little weapons. It's a cool thing. I hate having to pick up the money. It's very frustrating, especially because if you're trying to do time management versus picking up money versus killing things, if you don't pick up money, you don't advance the game at all. There's no distance multiplier for money. There's no nothing. You have to collect the money. So if you're playing this game, I do recommend always focusing on the money, because if you lose the money, there's no point in killing enemies. But otherwise, it's frustrating having to try to collect money. There are upgrades later on, like a magnet, but I'll explain why, but I did not get to that stage in the game. So, basically you're here and you're playing through and you're upgrading, and eventually you get to upgrade stuff with other weapons and so forth. And that makes the game a little better, but at the same time, if you look at the upgrades, they're all gigantically expensive. And I got to the first boss, and I've upgraded a few things, but it's just moving at a snail's pace, and you get coin multipliers, but they don't really multiply that much. After you beat the first boss, you get a little, money that's worth a little bit more, but it's still not really worth that much. So the upgrades take freaking forever. The gameplay is slow, and there's not really enough things to do in the game, not enough enemies to fight to make it worth your time. I mean, the enemies are all basically the same. Everything moves at a snail's pace. You have to wait for all the weapons to recharge, and you still have to collect all the damn money. So it's really frustrating. Okay, I don't particularly recommend it. If you really love shooters, it's an interesting concept. It's fun to play, but it gets really frustrating really fast. So while it's fun to play for a little while, I do think you'll be screaming at your computer before too long, just telling it to go faster. So take that as you want to. If you want to play it, I think it's definitely an interesting game, but it's kind of poorly executed. I think everything should have gone about 3 times as fast. You should have had a lot more upgrades and a lot faster upgrade progression. It ends up being a very boring game because of it. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Visit www.ryviews.com for more content, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time.